Well, this wasn't going to be my first post for YouTube, but yesterday I went out and bought a motorbike. got some projects. Kawasaki GPX, I think, R2. Guess what it's going to be? Cafe racer. And my next problem, how do I get it off? I'm hoping, reversing up to this embankment, I can get it off if I don't have any tracks. Motorbike ramps. Fingers crossed I'll get it off. Here goes. Anyone else's dog love going for a ride? She's happy if she's just sitting in here. Oh, mate. Right, I've got a board. And got all the junk. Been clearing out the garage. So that's going to be turned into a little gym. And that's what's come out of it. What a mess. And talking of projects, brought that for 150 from a mate. Was going just like this years ago. So we'll see about that later. But first, let's get the GPX R2 off here. Could work. Let's give it a go. So, turns out this thing no brake. It's the accelerator. That didn't work out. So I've had a nightmare getting this still not off. I did reverse it up here, but if you look at the top, that's where the tray comes to, and then I've got a slight hill. So it's got no brakes, it's got no front, no back, no gears. So when it got to about here, it just rolled back in. So now I'm up here, a little bit more flatter. So fingers crossed, this comes off. She's still in the car. Loves it, don't ya? She's off. Right, she's off. Yeah, I should have had bike ramps, but it was a last minute buy and I didn't get any. The fella I brought it off of obviously did, but I haven't got any. So maybe if I ever buy another bike, I should get one. Alright, so a little rundown on the bike. Brought it off a guy. Said it was his mate's. He's been sitting for ages. He took it off his mate for nothing. And his mate said it clicks over, so the engine turns over, but the carburettor's gone. It was leaking. Obviously, he's probably lying. Probably sitting a lot longer than that. The gears don't go. It clicks into first. The barrel turns to the key. I've got a key, so that's the start. It's got no front brake, got no back brake. The gears don't go up. It goes down one. That's it. Tank's got a hell of a lot of repair work. Very shitty repair work as well. But for the money I've got, or had, this was the only complete bike on the marketplace. There was, so here's the carburettor. I don't know if you can see in there, but he boxed it off with a load of rags to stop stuff getting inside. He reckons that's all that's wrong with it. Probably a massive lie. There's loads of stuff. I mean, this swing arm as well, look. Besides that repair work on it, very shoddy, so that'll be getting done again. But yeah, it's a long project, and I don't have to get it up and running tomorrow. Marketplace is full of stripped down bikes, or you know, look at this. It's shocking. It'll be a new tank anyway, but marketplace is full of incomplete bikes, stripped down bikes, where they have a great idea of building a cafe racer, as I will, but they give up. And I just couldn't risk, for the same amount of money, I paid $6.25 for the same amount of money. I got a complete bike minus the carburettor, whereas all the others, the engine was out, half the engine was in, no chain, no carburettor, boxes and boxes of nuts and bolts. At least when I pull this apart, I know where everything is. But like I said, this is going to be a long project, so I don't plan on getting this done. You know, mate, if I get it done by the end of the year, happy days. If I don't, I don't. I'm in no rush. Just something to muck around with. What do you reckon, Archie? Waste of money? Yeah, I know, mate. So we'll give it a crack, won't we, mate? Give it a try. And I reckon it'll be a cool It's a 250cc, so that'd be a cool little cafe racer, I reckon. I think I'll go for some knobbly tyres. Might even swap the front forks out and the back one, I don't know. I don't know what to do, but good bit of fun. Kawasaki GPX R2, God knows what that stands for. Everything's loose, not bolted down, everything's missing bits. No battery, and that moves, but that'll be getting replaced anyway. Something a bit more tidier. Now, so I haven't got a garage, because that's getting turned into a gym. This is another build. I've got to force off the road and wrap round a lamppost. So I thought, whilst I'm fixing this, I'm going to have a go at an engine swap. Something a bit more powerful. But it's straight. It is so straight. I bought that a couple of years ago. Other than the front ain't so straight. And then this European piece of crap, manifolds has gone. Got quoted £5,500 to fix that. So I said no thanks. And YouTube, obviously, there's a guy on there that shows you step by step how to fix it. So a little bit nervous about starting that one, so I'm going to mess around with all of them, but the motorbike first. Sea container that the last owners left me. It's a tool shed. It's crammed with crap that they left. So I'd like to clear that out and make that a workshop. I was going to put another sea container here, but I've since found out from the council, you've got to have the sea container's got to be engineered. You got to have got to pay the council £4 or £5,000, I think it was. Conveyor, and then it's got to be properly concreted and 6 points welded to the sea container. I think all up it comes to about 20 grand. Even though I own this place, I've still got to get approval. So I should have approval for that, but it's already been there, so I'm going to play stupid. And this is going to be my little workshop for the motorbike here, and I've got a patio area, undercover. I'll put the bike round there so it's out of the weather a little bit. But that's it. That's my little introduction. Well, we could go through these at a later date. But, oh, and that. This. Because there's 1.3 acres of grass here to cut. Well, acre, rest of it's downhill. I'll show you. Come. So this is maybe what you would say flat land on little levels. 1 level, 2 levels, and here's a 3rd level. It goes from here all the way up to the back, and then there's a little footpath, if you like, that goes around the back of the house. But here's what the remainder of the 1.3 acres. Yeah, it's all bush and hilly like this, but I'd imagine there's sections under all this stuff that would be straight and usable at a later date. But the guy across the road, see how nice it is over there? He spent 2 years working full time and just doing it over the weekend. So it's another project. projects. So I need that lawnmower ride on up and running, and no one knows what's wrong with that. Apparently two or 3 years ago, bought it for $150. 2 or 3 years ago it was running. It's just been sat, so I'm guessing mice are chewed through the wiring. I put a new battery in it a couple of weeks back, but there's no power at all, so that's another project. But this is going to be the main one. Cafe Racer. Anyway, stay tuned. Could be, hopefully, a bit more content coming. I'll video as much as I can, even from taking the fairings off, Right, mate? Taking the fairings off, to taking the carby off, stripping the carby down. By the way, I've got zero experience with engines or motorbikes. I just ride them. I've got a Harley Davidson sitting in this garage. So, it's a learning curve. If you've got any tips, chuck down a comment, because I would love, yeah, probably one of the tips would sell it or don't buy it, but yeah, stick down a comment. If you've done a cafe build, even on a GPX Kawasaki 250, let me know. If there's much information, that'd be great. Because I'm going in blind, especially with the carburetor. Might end up just buying a new one off of the great eBay. So, I'll keep you posted.